can we restart that? I'm sorry.
Yeah, for sure. First of all, Joey, congratulations on 5 years at Point of Rental / Record360.
Yeah, I appreciate that, Brian.
Before we get to the rest of it, Joey or Joseph, which one should I call you? I've seen it both ways.
You can call me Joey, or as you sometimes call me, Squoey also works as well.
That's true. All right. Before we get to talking about your career here at Point of Rental and Record360, can you give me like a quick 1-minute rundown of what you were doing before you got here?
Yeah, sure. I used to work at a company called Johnson Controls. They're a large engineering corporation. I interned with them in college in Pennsylvania, where I'm originally from. And then after college, I moved to Dallas with them originally before I found Point of Rental.
Awesome. So how did you hear about Point of Rental, and what did you come here to do initially?
Yeah, I think I actually first heard about Point of Rental on LinkedIn when I applied, and Lathan reached out to me. But yeah, originally I was on the sales development team on the Point of Rental side.
Hence your nickname, Squoey, which you would get
Correct.
as an SDR.
Yeah, correct.
All right. So I see you have this Record360 on your shirt. What is it that you're doing now? It's not SDRing for Point of Rental.
Yeah, no, I'm actually on the Record360 team now. I moved over after Point of Rental acquired Record360, and now I'm an account executive over at Record360.
What appealed to you about the Record360 side of things? Because, obviously you can kind of stay at Point of Rental, but you saw that and you were like, hey, let me try that.
Yeah, it was a good opportunity to grow, and I was really excited when we acquired the company just because of the product and how cool it was and how versatile it is. So it's an exciting team over there.
What stood out to you about how cool it is? Let's sell some products while we're doing this.
I just think if you ever get a chance to book a demo with me or anyone else on the team, it's just you'll see like when we walk through it how cool the app is, how customizable it is, and how it solves real world problems. Pretty simply.
All right. What's something that you've changed your opinion on in the 5 years since you've been at Point of Rental? How have you grown as a person, or how have you changed your outlook on stuff?
Yeah, I think with being in sales, right, especially when you're in outbound sales where there's like a lot of rejection, there's a lot of no, it's really tough. Something that you just have to learn is not to take anything personally and understand there's going to be a lot of no's, rejections, and it's going to be really difficult. But as long as all it takes is finding those correct people and finding the right companies, that makes it feel even better when you solve their problem.
So you got to a point where now you are just accepting the yeses rather than worrying about the no's?
Yeah, I feel like when you're in sales long enough, it gets to the point where nothing phases you, honestly.
All right. One thing I do think we do a pretty good job of here, but I can never get enough seeing, is sharing gratitude. So who would you like to thank for helping you get to 5 years at Point of Rental?
Yeah, I think I want to thank Jonathan Ingram, who was my manager when I was an SDR at Point of Rental. He hired me on initially at the company and definitely helped grow my skill set and everything. So I want to thank him, and I also want to thank my current manager, May, for helping me move over to the Record360 team and being a good mentor as well.
Finally, as a wise, learned pointer, again, you've been here 5 years, so now you're part of the old guard. If you could only deliver one message to a new pointer and they would instantly receive it and apply it to their jobs, what would you tell them?
I would say try to put yourself in the shoes of our customers and our industry, whether that's like going to a show and like meeting people in person, or if you get the chance, I've been lucky enough to visit a couple customers and actually see their operations on a day-to-day basis and meet some of these people. That's something that I would highly recommend if you get a chance to do that.
Awesome. Is there anything else that people need to know about you now that we've hit 5 years that maybe they don't know?
No, I think that's it. I look forward to recording our 10-year.
Perfect. All right. Well, thank you for joining me today. Congratulations again on 5 years at Point of Rental. And yeah, like you said, I will see you in another 5.
Yeah, thank you so much.